Welcome to you. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. INFINii family, I'm very happy to have the privilege of presenting this material to you for the next 30 minutes. My name is John Kinnear. I'm the Vice President of Marketing with INFINii, and it is my distinct honor to spend this time with you this evening. A very special welcome to those of you who are looking at this information for the very first time. So the first thing I'd like to do is just share a little bit of a shift that I'm sure that all of you are feeling. And it really doesn't matter where in the world that you're living, I'm sure that you're being touched by this shift. The Industrial Revolution, as we know it, is completely over, and we're seeing this tremendous shift that's driven by technology, and it's starting to have a very significant effect on all of us. Whether it's this move from an old economy where computer systems and robots are starting to replace jobs all over the world, or whether it's just the fact that wireless is well and truly a huge part of your life and you're starting to do so many more things from a laptop or from a telephone. We're starting to see a very significant difference in the way that we do things on a daily basis. But these are also having a very significant impact on the opportunities that are presenting themselves to people. Not only that, but the opportunities that are being taken away. And if you are struggling from these shifts, believe me, it's not just you. It's actually a global epidemic, and it's reaching proportions that I think that probably none of us could have predicted 10 years ago. More than 1 million bankruptcies that have been filed since 2013 in the United States. The International Monetary Fund is predicting 600 million jobs are going to be required over the next decade. We're seeing Euro unemployment in some demographics are actually exceeding 45%. Middle class wages only up 6% since 1979 in the United States. 94 million people are out of work. We're also starting to see something very alarming in developing countries. We're actually seeing middle income classes that have only grown over the last 5 to 10 years already starting to recede. This is happening in the Philippines, it's happening in India, it's happening in China. We're having titanic global problems. And then to top it all off, we're seeing huge inflation problems all across Asia with ginormous $300 billion worth of infrastructure investments needed over the next 10 years. So it really is very significant. And if it is affecting you at home, it could be affecting you in a number of different ways. I'm not sure if you're having problems in a corporate position or if you're worrying about your financial security, if your current position is either being downsized or perhaps just wages are being reduced, as we saw in the previous slide. And then, of course, the question of stability. How stable are any of our positions? We have a model that we'd like to share with you, and it's creating very, very significant impact. But before we do, I also want to share that the significant impact of this shift is happening on retail. Background for myself, I grew up in a retail environment. I had a retail business for 10 years, and I was inside a shopping mall paying more than $10,000 a month for a location, and that was a business that served me very well when I was young. But what's happening now is brands that we trust, that we know, that we use. In fact, according to CNN, this year, 2015, are seeing staggering losses. So this is right after the Christmas holiday season, and we're seeing companies not hit anywhere near targets that they were expecting for a type of the year where all of us expect to be shopping, and they really expected to be saving their corporate years. Now, there is hope, however. It's not all doom and gloom. There is one sector that's actually exploding and is doing the exact opposite of what the brick and mortar retail business sector is doing. Probably not a surprise to any of you, but look at that number, 117% up. More than that, this shift from offline to online is infiltrating everywhere. It's infiltrating all nations. We're seeing more and more stores want to move from an offline model because they really can't compete with prices. They have a very difficult time competing with convenience. If you've ever used Amazon or eBay for yourself or any of these other online platforms, you're also starting to see products being delivered to your home much quicker than I would have thought possible even 5 years ago. So many of these brands are rapidly trying to make a move to shift to online. You can see Walmart e-commerce. Many of these brands that are trusted, that have been around for an awful long time, like Kmart, also dramatically try to create an online presence for themselves. So what's starting to happen globally? E-commerce has become a $1 trillion industry, and it really is creating opportunities that were previously unavailable to people. You can start to see these top 10 nations for e-commerce. And what's interesting about this list is this is actually starting to spread all the way across the planet. So while we were simultaneously seeing challenges all across the globe, we're seeing opportunity also spread all across the globe as well. And if you have a look at some of these emerging opportunities, these four brands that you saw on the previous slide, Amazon, eBay, Google, and Facebook, they're representing more than $300 billion worth of sales last year alone. Now, I want you to just imagine if these huge multinational companies could create products for you, could offer payment solutions for you, could offer shipping and delivery solutions for you, and could even help find customers for you if you were interested in starting your own. So while all other industries are suffering, we're seeing tremendous growth. In fact, 15 to 20% is staggering growth that'd be happening year after year after year. Now, there's a very respectable research firm called eMarketer that's actually predicting this industry globally is going to hit $3.5 trillion over the next 5 years. So let me explain just a little more details. If you could imagine collecting profits in your own business with no inventory, no upfront costs, no traffic generation, no shipping or management headaches, because some of these large multinationals are actually doing the heavy lifting for you. So I want to share with you the system that's been developed by INFINii and how this could dramatically affect your quality of life. So the way that our platform works is really very simple. It's as simple as you finding a deal and using our training platform to teach you how to do exactly this. So in this particular case, the deal that we found is Oli the Monkey. And we found Oli the Monkey on Amazon, Amazon.com, and we simply load that into your account. That takes about 30 seconds, and from there, you can turn around and move that product. In this particular case, this is a real listing that we found. The same Oli the Monkey is actually listed on eBay for $17.98. And this automatically creates an opportunity for you to collect profits that you previously never even thought were available to you. Only took minutes, collected $9 minus fees, and it really is that simple. The best part is this. You could actually invest as much time as you would like and scale your business as large as you'd like to maximize earnings. Let me share another example with you. Now, this is an example using a website that many of you have probably heard of, a company called Alibaba. And in here, we found this is an iPhone 6, a leather iPhone 6 carrying case, $3.52, while a very similar product is on Amazon right now for $28.99. Very, very similar product with exactly the same features. Truly remarkable. Now, this is another fantastic feature that's part of the INFINii platform of products available to you. You actually have the ability to take the smartphone that you're carrying with you right now and turn this into a money-making opportunity as well. Shop, simply go to some of your favorite stores, and as you're doing your daily family shopping, you also from occasionally see a deal that you might want to check and see if it's a money-making opportunity. Simply grab the tag of that item, scan the tag. This app is simply going to tell you how much these items are being sold for on Amazon right now. If you discover there's a money-making opportunity, you can simply grab that, box it up, send it off, and turn that into a profit maker for you. List it, send it in, and earn. Pretty remarkable. So the success of this system is really based on a tiered system. So you have an opportunity to start with a really simple program, starting with what we call our core. And our core is, first of all, it's going to bring you up to speed with a foundational video that really helps you understand this trillion-dollar trend. Springboard and Marketplace are at the very beginning of this platform, but we want you to graduate into what we call either our Prime or our Surge or our Excel memberships. And with each one of these memberships, you can progressively learn more, consume more videos, access more trainings, and open yourself up to more and more opportunities to turn e-commerce from a part-time income source to perhaps even your primary income source over a matter of weeks or months. With that, you can actually continue to take this program. If you find this is something that you're enjoying, that you're finding exciting, we would encourage you even to invest some time in what we call our masterclass series. And this is really, it's an opportunity for you to get an education, a skill set that you could actually have follow you for a lifetime. So this is a set of skills that you're never going to forget, you're never going to lose. You're always going to have access to this library to continue to refresh your skills. And imagine with this expert e-commerce certification, You have an opportunity to establish yourself as an expert. You also can receive skills that, like I said before, you'll never lose. And in fact, you even get opportunities to leverage those skills and help others start their own part-time business where you could capitalize and start to multiply earnings. So with this, well, this is actually one of my favorite slides in the presentation because it's an opportunity for you to decide whether you would like to use Prime Surge or Excel, invest 30 minutes a day, start educating yourself, and create an income source for a lifetime. If that's something that resonates with you, and you think that one or two or three of your friends would also be interested in generating an income for themselves, you actually have an opportunity to participate in our rewards plan. And the INFINii Rewards plan is really, it's a very remarkable plan because for an additional $9.95, you can actually open yourself up to every single aspect of our 6-tiered rewards plan. So I want to just take a few minutes and give you a crash course on how this plan operates. It's actually broken down into 2 different structures. The first we call a dual team structure. So the word dual obviously implies 2. So we've got a left side and a right side to our dual team business. And as this dual team structure is starting to pay you an income, simultaneously, you're building our unilevel structure. So in fact, in this model, you can see Mark, Susan, Beth, and Ryan in the dual team structure. Well, it's the same Mark, Beth, Susan, and Ryan in your unilevel structure. So you're actually starting to create 2 separate income sources for you at the same time. Let's quickly walk through these 6 different ways to earn. So the first and the easiest to understand is what we call a fast start bonus. And we call it a fast start because essentially it's the first way that you generate some profit for yourself. When I share this with a friend of mine and they get involved in one of our platforms, whether it's Prime or Surge or Excel, I'm going to earn 15% of the value of the package that my friend chose to start with. I'm going to earn that every single time I choose to share this with someone who's interested in working with me on the project. The second way we earn is something called an accelerated beginner bonus. Now this breaks up into 2 different segments. First of all, the first 30 days in the program, and the second segment is the rest of the time that it takes you to reach the rank of director in our rewards plan. And we'll touch on what a significant achievement that is and what that does for you as far as rewards is concerned. But firstly, the first 30 days, business volume accumulates each and every time I invite someone to participate in this program with me. And if you remember the Surge and the Prime Surge and Excel platforms, they had a business volume attached to them. So the Prime platform, you can see in the top right of the screen, has a 50 business volume attached to it. Surge has 150 and Excel has 400. So let's say, for example, you chose to get involved with the Surge membership in your business. And that costs you $149.95 plus the $9.95 because you chose to become a partner and earn from the rewards plan. And when you talk to a couple of friends of yours, they love the e-commerce idea. They've been shopping from Amazon and eBay for years, and the idea of turning these platforms into a moneymaker for them is thrilling. So they get involved. Both your friends choose to get involved at an Excel platform. They want to participate in masterclass, and they want to learn everything they can learn as quickly as possible. So that's just generated 800 business volume for you. So you spent roughly $160 getting involved in the program. You just earned $200 plus fast start bonuses. Remember, 15% of the 400 BV is $60 times your 2 friends. So you just earned $320 in a business that you just spent $160 to get involved in. But more than that, the way this business is going to operate is those friends that got involved with you for the first 30 days, as they start to duplicate and share this program with their friends, all of that business volume gets added together. And as you hit these benchmarks, 2,500, 5,000, 75, and 10,000, as you hit them accordingly, those payouts are also going to be sent to you. Now, this is a month-by-month bonus. So in month number 2 and month number 3 and month number 4, as your team continues to grow, these bonuses will continue to grow month after month and be paid directly to you. Now, the third way you earn is called the dual team. Now, we touched on the dual team in the first slide. This is the left side, right side structure to my business. This is a very significant part of the INFINii Rewards plan, and I'm just going to walk you through really quickly the basics of how this works. So there's essentially 3 different families of ranks in our rewards plan. You can see there's a manager family, a director family, and an ambassador family. And you're going to earn percentages according to the family with which your rank is a part of. So when we first get started, in this example, Pam is sharing her business with 2 friends. Sue on one side of her business and Mark on the other. The first thing Pam's going to do is help Sue and Mark do exactly the same thing. So at the end of this particular period of time, and by the way, our dual team is going to pay you week by week by week, so you're going to earn money quickly with the dual team. As your business begins to grow, you can see there's an accumulation of volume on the left side, and there's an accumulation of volume on the right side. Now, the lesser of these 2 sides is considered the pay side of your business. So in this case, you're still in the manager family of ranks. 8,000 business volume is the lesser side of your business. 10% of 8,000 has just earned you a very healthy bonus for the week of $800 US. Now, as your business continues to grow, though, you can see the green circles are 2 more individuals that Pam chose to add to her business. So as that business continues to grow, you can see in this case, the left side is still the lesser side of her business, but Pam has migrated to a director family of ranks. And this is actually going to pay her 15% on volume on the lesser side. So 28,000 was her lesser volume times 15%. That actually created a $4,200 paycheck for her. And again, that came in a single week. Now, as Pam's business continues to grow over time, do you remember the slide earlier we said predicted over the next 5 years by eMarket Researcher? We're going to see the e-commerce industry grow to in excess of $3.5 trillion. One of the things that I'm so excited about this opportunity, I know that many people that have been sort of circling and looking at INFINii are very excited about as well, is that this is a trend. First of all, it's a trend that we're just starting to see surge, but all of the experts are predicting that this is a trend that you are going to have to benefit you for years and years and years to come. So what you can see now is as this business continues to grow and the larger volumes start to get reached by Pam's growing organization, she now is in the ambassador family of ranks. And she's going to earn 20% on the lesser side of her business. So 98,000 BV is that lesser side times 20%. That's a $19,000 600 paycheck for the week for Pam's organization. Now, INFINii Pay is just as exciting as Dual Team, and let's walk through the same example for you so you can understand that. The opportunity with INFINii Pay is that this is the unilevel. Remember, we talked about Dual Team and unilevel. This is the unilevel side of our program. So this business side is building simultaneously to your Dual Team. How that can be, I'll show you. This is the same people. Sam, Sue, Mark, Kim, the same 4 people that Pam had sponsored into her Dual Team. And as they start to build the front line of their business, just like this is Pam's front line of her business, you can see week by week by week. Now this runs parallel to the Dual Team, so this is also paying you weekly. 4 people that Pam's personally sponsored. First was Sam. Now she has an opportunity in INFINii Pay to earn 5% of the entire business volume in Sam's organization. So 5% of 19,600 represents $980 for the week. This is on top of her Dual Team earnings. In Sue's organization, 21,000 business volume times 5%, over $1,000 for the week. Mark's, he's got just under 21,000 in volume, 5%, $1,047 for the week. And Kim's organization is 12,000 times 5%, another $600. So she's starting to benefit in a very healthy way from each and every personal sponsored individual in her business. Now, if we extrapolate that over the course of a month, you can see this is $14,000. This is $14,000 in INFINii Pay that she's generated, and she's only an executive director. Now, I know you don't know what an executive director is, but if you remember the Dual Team slides, this is one of the middle ranks in our rewards plan. She's only personally sponsored 4 people, and she's already almost at $15,000 a month in addition to her Dual Team income. Now, here's one of the most exciting parts about INFINii Pay. You can earn up to $200,000 a month from each and every personally sponsored line of lineage. Truly remarkable. Bonus number 5 is called our Elevation Rank Bonus. And this truly is a life-changing bonus because you have an opportunity, and you can notice in the arrow, This is the director family of ranks and the ambassador family of ranks. And with all those ranks combined, you have an opportunity to earn $10 million in cumulative cash bonuses. So here's our control slide. This is where you can see all of the bonuses all compressed into one document. So the first thing you'll notice on the left-hand side is the 10% for the manager family, the 15% for the director, and the 20% for the ambassador family of ranks. Now, you also see the accelerated bonus we talked about. Remember that very first beginner bonus after the fast start? You can earn $1,000 per month as a beginner with the INFINii rewards plan. $1,000 for builder, $1,000 for manager, $1,000 per month regional manager, and for national manager as well. So a very, very powerful bonus to first begin your rewards plan. And then, of course, next to that is your dual team. There's your dual team caps going all the way up to the $50,000 a month. Next to that is INFINITI Pay we've just walked through. And then the second to last is the Elevation Achievement. So this is the $10 million of accumulated bonuses. Now, remember earlier we talked about director. Director rank is a real benchmark that we want you to shoot for. I'm very thrilled to announce that while we're still in the beta phase of our company, we haven't even progressed into pre-launch yet. We've already had many individuals not only hit that first significant rank, which is director, they've also done that in the first 2 weeks they've been building the INFINii business, and each and every one of those individuals have triggered a $10,000 elevation bonus, and they've also earned themselves an additional $10,000 because they've done that within the first 90 days. So this is not only a platform with e-commerce that seems to be exciting so many people, but this rewards plan drives so much constructive behavior that we're seeing incredible success before our first month of payments have been actually completed. Now you can see at the very far right, in parentheses, there's a 2, and then below that there's a 4, and then below that there's a 12. So this is basically an incremental payment. So for example, your director bonus is broken up into 2 payments of $5,000. When you move to senior director rank, and now you've actually qualified, in addition to all your other bonuses, you've actually qualified for a $20,000 elevation bonus. That bonus will be broken up into 4 payments, $5,000 4 times. And then as you move to the executive director rank, now remember, that's where Pam was in our INFINITI Pay example. At almost $15,000, she was at that executive director rank. On top of that, she's earned herself the $10,000, perhaps the additional $10,000 if she also hit director in less than 90 days. She's triggered the $20,000 bonus, and now as an executive director, she's triggered the $50,000 bonus, and that would be paid to her over 12 months, and so on and so forth. And you can see that elevation bonus is cumulative in nature all the way down the last 2 columns, and that completes that $10 million payout we were talking about. So what I'd like to do, I've actually got something very special that I want to share with you right after we talk about this last bonus. If this rewards plan is something that really gets your juices flowing and you would like to take a leadership role in INFINii, and I would certainly encourage you to do so. If that's something that interests you, then the global bonus pool is also another bonus that you would absolutely like to qualify for. And you have the opportunity to qualify that again at a very significant rank in this rewards plan, and that's at the rank of director. So what this means to you, I've been involved in network marketing for more than 20 years, and I can't even tell you how much money I've spent building my business in foreign markets, in Australia, and in Singapore, and in Hong Kong, and the Philippines, and in Europe, and I wouldn't wish those bills on anybody. One of the beautiful things about the global bonus pool is as soon as you qualify, you actually have an opportunity to participate in what we call a global bonus pool. And that global bonus pool is a little more than 4% of all the revenues inside the rewards plan. Now, what it means to you, if you live in Texas, for example, or if you live in Hong Kong, or if you live in Brisbane, Australia, or if you live in Moscow, Russia, and you are building a very strong business in the home where you live, and that's where your focus is going to be. That does not mean you cannot profit from INFINii exploding across Brazil or across South Africa or across Canada, because you're going to start to get a share of this 4% global bonus. And all of the revenue that's being generated by INFINii in all of our emerging markets all gets pooled into this 4%. And you start generating a piece of that at director rank. In fact, if you take a look at this, What's so remarkable about the global bonus is of the 4%, a full 2%, so half the money in that pool is already being allotted to be shared with our directors all around the world. So you'll start to participate in this program very quickly. Now, what I'd like to do before we wrap things up, I'd like to turn a very special guest on. I didn't think he was going to be available, but you haven't actually, I want to bring on one of the owners of INFINii, a very good friend of mine, Kevin Hokoana. He is an e-commerce expert, and he is also someone who's been involved in INFINii since its inception and is playing a very, very pivotal role in the directions the company takes and having a significant impact on how INFINii is going to help you reach your goals. Kevin, are you with us?
I am. I hope everyone can hear me. Thank you, John, for that. I really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to showing you guys something. If I could grab the screen for a minute, that would be wonderful. So I'm going to go ahead.
No problem. I'll make
take
that right now.
And if you could let me know when you could see that, that'd be perfect.
You're presenter now, buddy, so you should be able to take control.
Beautiful. So can you see my screen here?
You sure can.
Awesome. So here's what you see, guys, on this front page. I want to kind of hammer something home real quick to let you know that if you're even if you're looking at something for an opportunity, a way to grow an income that doesn't involve recruiting, if that's you, or if you're looking for a way to grow an income that involves growing a home-based business and a team, but you want something that can work long-term, this is the place. And you see right on our homepage, we have $2.4 billion in e-commerce sales that our members have done so far. Let that sink in for a second. That's $2.4 billion in e-commerce transactions that have happened out there. And actually, since the 5th of January, in our internal tracking, we've tracked over $4,000 in sales just alone since the 5th of January, just in the last couple of days. So it is huge, and this isn't something that people are doing that is impossible. This is average people, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. In the e-commerce side, all you're doing in the beginning at the prime levels is you're taking products that are selling for one price on another site, and you're selling it for another price on another site. Does that make sense? If it doesn't, check this out. Take a look at my page here on eBay. Look at this knife set. This knife set right here is selling for $39 on eBay. It's sold 160 times. Take a look at what is happening over on Amazon. That's same selling for $30. So what can we do with that price difference, and what do our members do every day with that price difference? All they do is they list it on one site, eBay, and when it sells and the money gets into your hands, you take the profit from that and you then go and purchase that item on Amazon and have it shipped directly to your customer. I'm going to ask this question and want you to answer it for yourself. Can you do that? Can you find an item on eBay with our training, with our tools, with our software, with all the support you're going to get provided within INFINii? I think the answer is absolutely yes. And when you list that item and it sells, you drop ship it from another website and pocket the change, and the change is substantial. This is about a $4 profit, and it's happened about 160 times. Do the math in your head on that. It's easy. This is the easiest model that you can possibly do to grow a home-based business from the comfort of your home. And the great thing about this is there's no risk involved. It didn't take much money or time or effort to list the item on eBay, and I don't actually buy the item until it sells and I get the profit in my PayPal account. Then I take a portion of that profit and go purchase the item on Amazon. That's how easy this is. That's how easy this is. And when we're talking about using scanning apps and selling on Amazon, you can reverse this. If you have a Five and Below in your local area, go check it out. You could stop by a Five and Below or pretty much any store at all. I say Five and Below because that is what I have on the screen.
Well, you know that
you can do this with any.
And sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, buddy, but I'm sure that there are dollar stores or discounted stores in every single country around the planet, especially with the way the economy has taken a beating. And I think that that's such a dynamic way for people to actually start, in fact, such a great entry point to this platform. And listen, I just wanted to share one thing with you. Um, uh, Earlier, you were talking about 4,000 sales, but you'd said $4,000, and I just wanted to share that with you because one of the things that absolutely shocks me as someone who is not an e-commerce expert that absolutely loves the model. And of course, my focus is on coaching and training and development on the business side of things. We've actually had 4,000 sales, which I know you meant to say, but over $200,000 generated since the 1st of January.
Oh, absolutely.
Amazing,
And I
huh?
apologize if I misspoke, but yes, most definitely. And the thing is, those kind of sales, this stuff is it's so easy to do. You're taking items, again, $5 here, selling on Amazon, same thing for $13, $14. And you'll have everything you need to kind of get into this world and start growing an income. So I'm excited about it. John, I'm glad you pulled me out. I really appreciate it. I'd love to turn this back over to you and let you wrap things up if you so choose to do that. But this has been an amazing time, and our members have been making just growing insane incomes
Thank you,
from
sir.
home. So you
Listen,
guys
I
are in the
really
right place.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
I really appreciate you taking the time. We didn't think we were going to be able to get you, so I'm thrilled that we were.
Thank you.
So with that, I would like to thank you very much for your time and attention over the last 30 minutes. I'd just like to take a minute again and speak to those of you who may be looking at this for the very first time. Because, there are shifts that are happening, as we talked about in the beginning of this presentation. And the reality is this. The areas of our economy, whatever your economy happens to be, that are showing signs of cracking, that are showing signs of struggle, nothing is going to change. Nothing positive is going to change in the foreseeable future. And so the timing could not be better for you to take a handle of this, get involved with the program, get back to the person that asked you to listen to this presentation, and do your own due diligence because we know that's exactly what it's going to take. It's going to lead you right to where we are. You're going to simply choose whether the Prime or the Surge or the Excel platform is best for you. Start watching videos, and literally within 24 hours, your business could be up and running, and you could be generating sales and ultimately generating profits for yourself. So with that, I'll stop talking. Thank you so much for your time and attention. We look forward to connecting again with you very soon.